did indeed. Hey guys, Black8Shadow here. How is everybody doing? We have a problem here. Hold on. You should have audio now, folks. Had a lot of
no audio.
no audio. We've got audio now. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's good. And as promised, we have got our train sim stream for tonight.
Yeah, yes. Are we good? Are we good, everyone?
Right, so in this evening, we will be doing obviously train sim, as you can see. Now, before you say I am not good at this game, John is the more expert at this. However, I'm eager to learn. I know obviously you have to brake, you have to accelerate, you have to slow down, you have to brake at the stations and that. That's about as far as my knowledge of trains go.
That's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah. So we will be doing career. And I think what we'll do, instead of having like one big long train one, I think we'll do a couple of shorter ones. What about an Edinburgh to Glasgow, possibly?
Edinburgh, Glasgow.
So we've got the westbound Night Express, that's a 55-minute duration. That's on a class 170 DMU-FS. It's the first train, sorry, but Edinburgh, Glasgow, it's got rain as well. With the westbound, we've got a Cadder Misty Morning. Nah, see, we'll have to do it in a class 170. We'll have to do it in a class 170. That's
170s are very, very common around our way, yeah. where we both stay,
yeah.
Where we both live. We see the class 170s passing our place of work, in fact, on a regular basis.
2 seconds. Just moving me microphone a bit closer. I can move this out of the way as well. This is my steering wheel going to buggery, because I don't need it. So, right. Here we go. Right. Class 170 westbound Night Express. It's a 55-minute duration. Difficulty Amber. God. As you can tell, I am level 0. That's how much I've done with this game. So yeah, class 170 DMU-F5, Edinburgh to Glasgow. It's going to be a Night Express service from Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Queen Street. God, this is going to be exciting. Oh, it's a lovely day where we are though. It's currently, I think today it hit about 26 Celsius.
It's been a good one. It has been a good one today. Make the most of it. It'll soon be winter.
This is me here, Glasgow Queen Street via Falkirk High, whatever that means. So I need to turn some lights on because currently I cannot see everything. John, you're going to have to tell me where the lights are in this contraption.
Have a look above your head to the left. There you go. It should have a 1 next to it. Yeah. Otherwise, there your headlights there. You've got on day running. You could put it on to night running if you
I
want.
don't know how to get on that one.
See that? See that one on the left there? See if it goes all the way around to night.
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't. Alright, so you're stuck with day. Alright then.
Cab lights. Windscreen wipers.
I wouldn't worry about the cab lights, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't know that house.
Because cab lights kill your frames.
That's okay. I'm running 16 hard thing anyway. So. John, you know where the cab lights and pins?
This guy's just hovering around and seeing what's. So I don't use a cab light generally, so
Is there a button for cab lights?
try L.
No. Oh, get drain ready to set off at 21:30 to 10 seconds.
Eh? Oh,
10 seconds.
goodbye. Alright.
And I still can't see.
Right down. That's nuts to get very.
There will be cab lights, folks. It's mainly for people that see what the hell's going on.
As long as you can see your dials, you don't really need to see anything else.
Okay, oh god, it's raining as well. Right, so windscreen wipers have to go on.
If in doubt, press V.
Oh, right, okay, we've got to get moving. So 20. Oh, 2 seconds, folks. That will be my daughter. 2 seconds. And I am back, folks. Sorry about that. My daughter was needing the loo. And she's in bed at the moment, so. Right. Good old potty training. Right, here we go. Sorry. So. God, that's creepy.
So I'm doing the same run as you.
That people were, it was called an AWS warning, which basically means there's a light change.
You have a
Now, with the AWS, if you don't hit it, it's kind of like a dead man switch. So if you don't hit it, when it alarms you, basically the train will then go into an emergency stop. Because it thinks that the driver has either fell asleep, had a stroke, fell at the train, or been mugged. And it usually comes up when it comes up to a signal or a speed change, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got a signal that's not green, or you've got a speed change. You'll get a loud beeping going on in your cab. Yeah. And you need to cancel that. Otherwise, it'll put his emergency brakes on.
Yeah. And even though sometimes if you're a bit late at pressing it, it will still do it until you come to a dead stop.
Yep. Once the emergency brakes come on, that's game over till the train stops.
Yeah, and you lose points for it also. Now, the other problem with this, folks, if this is a bit dark for you, I do apologise. I think I kind of wish I should have done a daylight one because it is literally pitch in here.
It is very dark, indeed, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to maybe do a daylight one because this is exceptionally dark. You're not going to see
There's not a lot to see, is there?
No. Right. Sorry about this, folks. We'll go and do a daylight one because that was exceptionally dark.
That was, yeah.
So there was another East Coast Main Line, ECML, London to Peterborough, Edinburgh to Glasgow. Here we go. So we can do Glasgow to Edinburgh. Would you like to do that, folks? A Glasgow to Edinburgh, so it's daylight, it is raining now.
1640 something, was it? What time is it at? Let's see.
15:20, there's one that's
13,
summer clear
13:12.
and it's midday. So you've got EG Westbound
13:12,
Express, Express
that'll be
service
daylight.
from Edinburgh Waverley to Glasgow Queen Street. So it's the same one but in daylight, so we'll do that one. That's going to be a bit better for you to actually see. And for me. Because I couldn't even find any of the buttons or anything. And it kind of ruins, like, the quality to a certain extent, I think. Because you kind of see what's actually going on. See, that's nicer. See, that's a Class 170, folks. And this is the interior. That we can see around out here. And see, I don't even know where the cab lights are in here. Is there cab lights? So open the doors for people. You know what it'll be like? They'll be standing in the morning.
I don't have that one.
What?
The one at 1312. I've got one at 1528.
That's
Westbound
1528, yeah.
Alright.
Waverley to Glasgow.
Ah. I thought it said 1312 for some reason on yours.
Oh. Mine does a delay though.
Oh, maybe there's... Yeah, you're looking at a previous one, maybe. God knows why the delay is so long. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. In we go. Let the little suckers on. The passengers on.
Oh, I was wondering what was happening there. I'm inside that other train. I'm like, why am I moving? I shouldn't be moving. But it's the other train that's going past me. I've got to admit, the detail on this is pretty decent. wonder what it's like outside.
When you actually go into passenger view, it's better. It's better modelled.
What's passenger view again?
5.
I don't have it.
It may not come with passenger view. Some do, some don't.
Yeah, so I have to leave now. The speed limit here is a 60, but it soon changes into a 20 very quickly. So I will not. That's been a 20 already. Now, John, do I have to stop at this Waverley as well? He marked the platform 4, that's Waverley platform 10, so it's
Nah, Haymarket platform. Yeah, that's the next one.
will be tooting the thing, we annoy everyone.
I'll let this HST get out of the way, and then maybe I can get going. So there's a pretty good rendering of Edinburgh Waverley, I have to say. It does actually look quite like this, pretty much like this.
Yeah. The thing is, when you come into the city centre of Edinburgh, you don't really see much of it because you're usually going through a lot of tunnels.
Yeah, and then you're in a cutting, which you're right down in a valley. Everything else, everything's sort of like sky high above you.
Yeah. So AWS went off again here. That means that they've got a light change here, or it's other than anything other than a green gives you an AWS one. Just to make sure that you're not going through a red while sleeping.
That's me just coming out of Waverley right now.
Yeah, I'm watching just at the Waverley as well.
Just a wee bit behind you, I think.
Far anyway.
Single yellow. I've got to expect red on the next one.
I was confused, like where did if there's a red on the other side, AWS one and say I've got a red now. Two seconds, folks. That's my daughter now wanting a drink of juice. 2 seconds.
Oh, she just got rid of a drink, didn't she? Yeah. It's a single yellow, so still got to take it a little bit cautious, but I can still keep moving. A lot of people, you get it on the forums and all that. A lot of people give out about, they give out nonsense about train sim and say, oh, it's terrible. Oh, and that is a red. I'm not entirely sure what they're expecting.
And I'm back, folks. Sorry about that. It's just with the heat today, my daughter's a wee bit unsettled, which isn't the best.
Wait, what they got to remember is it's an old engine. It's an old graphics engine, but every year they bring out an update to the engine, or update to the base game. And a lot of the fuss that you see on the forums and all that is, oh, it's the same game with a different number on it, because they do like TS16, TS17, TS18, etc., etc. And yeah, effectively, yeah, essentially, it's the same game. It's the same game. But with an update, with little bits and pieces that have been updated. So I mean, they're very limited to what they can do with the graphics engine. But to be perfectly honest, I think that it runs pretty well.
Yeah.
A hard push to find a train simulator that is quite as detailed, particularly when you look at when you take into account third-party DLC, for example, like from Armstrong Powerhouse that does trains. It just increases the sort of the lifetime of the lifespan of this I like it.
God. See, that's what happens. You don't click the ABS. Oh, that's why there's an AWS warning, because there's a red light. Oh, you God damn it!
I'm at a red.
I cannot believe that. I bet you go to that red just at the tunnel, and then you're in the tunnel. There's another.
Yeah,
red
that's the one I'm at.
Oh, it's just right down in the left-hand corner. I totally missed it.
Game over.
Oh, God damn it! Replay.
Reload.
Yeah, we'll try that one again, folks. That's brutal. I can't believe that. God damn it. Anyway, how is everybody? I'm trying to just
Yes. How are we all?
keep my mind off.
Are we all good? Are we all good?
Right, so open my doors for all the peasants. Come, peasants, board my train. Give me money.
That's how he greets his bus passengers.
Yeah, I totally do, by the way. Come, peasants, I mean passengers. How many trains do they have, by the way? 170401. But, oh, well, no, wait a minute. No, it's class 170, so it might be 170 train number 401.
Yeah.
That, see, method, see, yeah, they're on it. That's why I don't drive trains, I drive buses.
Let's see if I can... Oh god. Stupid mouse. Well, I'm on the platform anyway.
Right, so we've got to wait on everybody boarding for a 3:30 departure. Now, I don't know if anybody's actually been to this station, but it is a very, very... Well, that part is very nice, as always sees the wall, but this part is very nice. Where you can see inside your train, like, hello! Whee! Oh, there's a driver too. I don't know why I'm smiling so much.
I'm to depart Haymarket in just a few seconds' time.
This is what the job does to you. You age about 40 years. 15:30, so I have a few seconds.
You look like Johnny Cab.
Yeah. Oh yeah, off at
Hi.
oh,
Let's
what's
go.
that? And we have to leave now.
Total Recall.
That's the one. Total Recall. I forgot about that. That movie. That's a pretty good movie, actually.
You really do look like Johnny Cab in there, though. You don't get bonuses for speeding.
That was the point.
Wow. There's a big fly in this house. Yeah. I may have to zap it at some point. Depending on how annoying it gets. Ball's in its court.
So after half an hour of streaming, hopefully I can actually get more than 5 minutes in.
Lol. I doubt it by the sounds of it. What's she wanting now?
Oh, I don't know. a second before JonE will be back. This time.
Well, I guess that's what you get for having kids. Lol. So that's a double yellow I'm passing right now. So the next one's good. I'm gonna expect a yellow. No sweat. I can do this. It's that. Oh, blind. Oh, God. Is that a single? No, it's a double. Double yellow. Whatever it is that's in front of me, I'm keeping up with it. At the moment, anyway. What we got here? That's a single yellow, so I'm going to back off right now. Start slowing it down because the next one at the moment is red. Where's this I'm going through? It's a very good question that went by way too fast. To actually see where it was. It's gone to a yellow, so I can now continue. And it's a double yellow, so I can make more progress. 20 miles to Falkirk High. Oh my god. I'm getting good frames on this. Getting good frames on this scenario. Which, if you've ever played Train Sim, and I mean like Train Simulator 18, for example, you'll know how inconsistent the frame rates can be from scenario to scenario. To me, there's no excuse for it. Everything should be to the same standard. It's not. But I've got lovely smooth frames on this one at the moment, and I couldn't ask for more. Really, this is a daylight, clear. The draw distance is full, and I'm getting good frames. So I've got no issues with this one. No problems with this at all. Hey Edwin, how's it going? 2018 World Cup, Polonia 0, Colombia 3. Oh, awesome, awesome. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, I bet you're happy. We're doing a bit of train sim, Edwin. A little bit of train sim. Dave's away at the moment, just tending to his daughter. I'm kind of holding the fort, as it were. Just slowing down to a 90 speed limit. Apart from the brilliant news about I tell you what, it's been an absolutely cracking day, Edwin. Absolutely cracking day here. The weather has been perfect. Around about 26, 27 degrees, blue skies. It's been lovely. What it's going to do tomorrow is anyone's guess, because it's not consistent. So apart from celebrating the Colombia win, what you've been up to, Edwin?
And I am back, folks. Sorry about that. Genuinely sorry.
Dave's back.
Oh,
Colombia won against Polonia, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
It's good for me. I drew Colombia in a sweepstake.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Yeah, it's just with the heat today, it's been excessively hot, and my daughter's room's quite warm. And she's just struggling to get to sleep. So hopefully she's got a little bit more settled this time.
Well, we can hope.
This is true, we can.
I'm 14 miles from Falkirk High.
Oh god, I'm 0.78 miles to Haymarket. Break.
Bleeding!
Oh no! No! Oh, for frickin' Jesus' sake! The brakes on that class 170 is horrendous.
They're pretty good actually. If you pull the thing down enough.
Yeah, I think that's what the problem was there. I can't believe that. Wait, replay.
I was busy watching you, and ended up losing 300 points for speeding. LOL.
Beautiful weather then, and we are happy after the terrible game against Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Japan. I was expecting Colombia to win that one, I have to admit.
The thing is, with this year, what I've noticed anyway, I don't really follow football, Edwin. What is this?
I don't follow it. But... Eh?
What is this?
What is what?
The huge clouds are a designated photo opportunity, so aim to pass in the correct time and speed to get this classic shot. Possibility of inefficient fuel usage. What the hell am I? What the hell?
Oh, you've got a different scenario. Oh, pretty cool. Oh, nice. Is that the big boy?
I haven't got a clue, but it's freaking huge, whatever it is. Do I have to press T?
That looks like the big boy. I don't have that. Oh, go for it. Bit of steam hype. A little bit texturally weird. What's happened to the sky?
Speed? Oh, it's supposed to be 15. Oops. Okay, 3 years for the speed to come up. Yeah, so far, Edwin, the weather here has been amazing, to be honest. It's been really, really nice.
and a cracking day.
One breaks. Yeah, it's been really. I just lost 500 points for that.
I lost 300. Oh, I'm in a quite responsive diesel.
Oh, excuse me.
And someone on a noisy motorbike just went past the house. GG.
GG. Is there going to be a speed change at any point in this? Because 15 mile an hour is just not cutting it. That is a humongous steam train though, isn't it?
It is, that's a big one. I think that's why it's called the Big Boy.
That would be that way. Train Simulator it's a bit of both. There's cargo and there's passengers, but basically you just have to fulfill you basically just have to make sure you're going from point to point in the way that they want you to do. Very much like Euro Truck, and you just got to go from point A to point B, but stopping in the middle.
Yeah, it's kind of in its sort of like the timetable thing and all that. It can be a little bit like OMSI, Bus Simulator, but it's in no way as detailed as OMSI in the cab.
No.
Generally, most of the buttons, unless you get like a third-party DLC, like from Armstrong Powerhouse or Just Trains, the default cabs, most of the buttons aren't clickable. The important ones are like getting your reverser, going forward or backwards or whatever, and your power handle and your brake lever and all that. They're clickable, and your headlights. But apart from that, like all the niceties like air conditioning or foot warmers or even the communications radio isn't operable in most cases.
Oh, Kenworth, how's it going, buddy? Well, we did put up a notification telling you when we were starting, so.
Yeah, then you started 25 minutes later. LOL! Why do we start streaming when you're not on your computer? Well, you're here now, Kenworth.
Yeah, the thing is, Edwin, see, the base game of this is diabolically boring.
Depends what you're looking for, Edwin.
Yeah,
people find entertainment in different ways. For me, first-person shooters are boring.
Yeah.
I don't like the FPS games. I find it relaxing rather than boring.
Proper chuckling down outside.
I mean, you could say the same about Euro Truck as well.
Yeah.
And the American Truck, isn't it boring? For me, I don't find it boring.
I think with
But some people will.
I think with this, I think the base game is pretty basic, very basic. However, once you start adding a lot of DLC in that, it makes the game transform massively.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then when you hit the third-party DLC, it takes on a life of its own, really.
I'm doing the Glasgow Airlink.
Yeah, it's relaxing. I find it relaxing anyway. Other people will find it boring. Yeah, it's not for everyone, that's for sure.
So, like, in regards to speed changes, so I'm at a 25 now. However, this 35, although my front carriage or the pull train has went through it already, that doesn't change till the last carriage has actually went through it.
Yeah.
So people were a bit wondering like that.
At the moment, I'm running 2 minutes early.
So I can even get past that Bowman signal. So AWS went off, that means I've got a signal change, so I have an amber. Steady amber. Speed in! Oh god, slow down. This is when it starts getting fun. 30, 60, 45. Oh god, is that red? Oh, it is. No, it's not. See, that's the thing, it's so difficult to try and see.
Yeah, this is one of the problems. The draw distance isn't great. If it was in real life, you'd have seen that from way back there. You'd have known exactly what it was.
Yeah.
But I think also the limitations of the game and the fact that it's...
I've got a red coming up anyway. The thing is, the AWA...
You're looking at it on a monitor, so oh, there's the stop board for the 3 car. Yeah, like a glove. I reckon that is pretty good. Yeah, tiny little bit forward of the stop board, but all the doors opened, so that is good. Oh, Glasgow Airport to City Centre rail link advert right next to me, which is exactly the line that you're doing.
It is, yes. Well, at the moment, Edwin, we are doing an airport run, basically, in Glasgow. Glasgow is one of the major cities in Scotland. And it basically goes from the city centre, I think, to various parts of the city centre of Glasgow to the airport, picking up people going on their holidays. Lucky buggers.
I imagine to go from Glasgow Central. I would think it would go from Glasgow Central, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's sort of like dead centre. Hence the name Central, I suppose. But whoa. Say these things and I think about them and you go, oh yeah, that's really obvious, really, isn't it? I'm going to Queen Street. I got to stop at Croy and Queen Street.
I'm making my first stop right now.
I'm just going to go and quickly get some water and then I'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, this is the real city. Obviously Glasgow is a real city. But like I say, Edwin, it's the base game, I don't even know if the base game is set on real things. John, you'll be able to tell me more than that. But this is obviously, this is ScotRail, which is Scotland's actual real rail. God almighty. Scotland's real radio, so... Radio? Real radio? God almighty. Scotland's real rail network. So that's a class 380, I think. It's a big train actually, jeez oh. At the moment we're just waiting on passengers boarding and alighting. It is raining, as you can see, or it has been raining.
Okay.
So I'm saying, for it being a rail up to the airport, it's crazy. Successful stop. Train ready to proceed to Glasgow Central Station. Woo! Here we go.
I got about a minute to go before I'm out of Falkirk.
And we're off. The size of the train as well.
It's actually pretty nicely rendered, this train.
Yeah.
170. I was in one of these just the other day, going to Glasgow. If that's of any interest to anyone. I'd like to have a passenger view in it. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've not got a passenger view either.
And there's the doors. And that's us ready to head away. Oh.
This is us proceeding up to 75 now. Panting along. Now this is a fully electric. This is obviously, it takes power off these lines at the top. Oh god, was that red? No, if that was a red I just went through and that. I wouldn't be keep going at the
That would have been game over at that point, wouldn't it?
Again. Oh, I've got a double yellow, which means the next one will more than likely be red, wouldn't it?
Double yellow means the next one's going to be a single yellow. Or most likely a single yellow. Possibly a double yellow, depending on whether the thing in front of you is getting a move on or not.
Yeah, like I say, Edwin, it is quite interesting. Oh god. I've got a double yellow. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh god, I'm speeding as well. There's a lot just than just pulling a lever forward and going. You know what I mean? You have to. There's speed changes. There's signals. Pulling into stations. You have to get the train perfectly aligned in the station.
Or as near as, yeah. Yeah, as you say, there's more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah. Oh, the next one's a red. I can see it's a red.
I mean, you have the choices as well. You can do what any of 4 different types of run. You could do a quick drive, where you pick your starting point, you pick your end point. No worries. And it's just a straightforward run from A to B. Or you could do a free roam, where you just make up your, you just make up your route, where you want to go. You can set points, and you can set it going in this direction or that direction any way you want, and there's no times. And or you can do a career scenario, which is what we're doing, where you're actually scored, and you get points, and you get XP, and if you do well enough, you'll get a bronze, a silver, or a gold star at the end of it. Thing about career scenarios is that if you get it wrong, it absolutely massacres you for points. Like if you miss a station, you immediately lose at least 200 points, sometimes 250 points. And that, unless you can make that up really well, it's pretty much rip for that scenario. In career, if you go through a red light, it terminates the game and you got to restart. Then you've got standard. And standard scenarios, they're not scored, but you may have objectives, like stop at this station at this time and stop at this one at that time. If you don't make it, you won't lose any points, but you just won't get it won't acknowledge that you've done that. So when you get to the end of it, it'll say scenario incomplete. Oh, bad luck, you haven't completed all stops, you know. Other thing that you can do with Train Sim, if you're particularly ambitious, is you can go into the editor and you can create your own scenarios. Indeed, create your own routes if you want. There's a Google Maps I want to say application with it, where you can overlay Google Maps and run the track. You know, you can create a route and follow a real life railway line. But I say, if you're ambitious, because you know you kind of need to know what you're doing with that one, because you can do sort of terrain and sort of like topography. Make the track, you know, if there's a hill, you can elevate the track over the hill and bring it back down, or you can cut through and create a tunnel. Yeah, I don't go into all that myself. I just drive the things. There's a YouTube channel that shows real-time train routes. There's a camera in the train. You can travel around the country. You get bored after 30 minutes. Yeah, I can imagine you might do. Yeah, I think it's a little bit different just sitting there watching it. You know, when you're actually doing it yourself, it's less boring. But yeah, I have tried that myself. I've tried watching sort of like cab view on trains on YouTube. I can barely sit through about 15 minutes of it. To be honest, it's just like yeah, okay, skip forward. Anything new? Skip forward. Skip forward. New? Yeah, right. Next video. Yeah. Yeah, I get where you're coming from, Edwin. I do. AWS warning. I got a double yellow. Not going to worry about that just now. I'll just let the thing coast. Start bringing the speed down now because the next one should be a single yellow, which means I'm not cleared into Croy yet. Oh, so there's something in Croy at the moment. So I'm going to bring the speed right down because I'm expecting a red on the next one. And indeed it is a red. Slowed down a little bit early on that one. AWS, yes, I know there's a red. Stop! Okay. So you get to the red, and then you just sit and wait. What I can do is go into the map, the 2D map. I'm there, the task is here, and what am I... Oh, right, the train has actually left Croy now, so I should be getting a yellow very soon. And that, oh, there it is, there's my yellow, and I can go into Croy. Keep forgetting it's a combined power handle, keep putting it down for off, and it goes into emergency brakes. Doors open. Woman with hips to die for has just got on. We're in a double celebration in Colombia. One, Colombia wins against Poland, and second today is the Father's... Oh, it's Father's Day. Oh, well, happy Father's Day to you in Colombia. Excellent. Yeah, we just had Father's Day here last week, I think it was. Last weekend, I think. Father's Day is not really a big thing in the UK for some reason. Mother's Day is bigger. For some reason, Father's Day doesn't seem to be a big thing.
Oh God.
You're back.
Yeah, really sorry about this, folks. It's just my daughter's just not been coping with the heat very well today. Oh God, I'm stopping. Stop.
10 miles from Queen Street.
You would not believe what's just happened again.
Not a red.
Yep. I was stopping for ages. I couldn't stop it.
Lol. So yeah, Edwin, that's what happens when you play a career scenario and go through a red. It stops the game. It doesn't do that on standard.
I think I'm going on standard because I'm gonna. This is just no fun for anybody watching this. Between me having to go away every 2 seconds because my daughter decides that she's gonna have another meltdown.
Edwin and I have been chatting away.
Oh God. I'll go for a something nice. I'll go for a. I don't know what I'm gonna go for. Class 57. Oh God, that's an old thing. MT Class 50. That is a really old thing. Class 101. DMUBR. That's a really old thing. High speed train.
Bit of HST hype.
Go for one of them things.
I might go for Class 91 myself shortly after this.
Ah, it's Father's Day in
Father's Day in Colombia. Yes. I was saying, I think it was last weekend. Was it Father's Day here, or was it the weekend before?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday, yeah. I thought it was, yeah. I was saying, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be such a big thing in the UK, Father's Day. Mother's Day seems to be bigger.
Yeah.
Don't know why that sounds so familiar. In Colombia, when it's Mother's Day, all the restaurants are full, and some celebrations, but for us, almost nothing. And and even if there were celebrations for Father's Day, the father would end up paying for it anyway.
Ooh, shots fired! Shots fired!
Shots fired! Pew pew! Yes.
I think we just maybe lost about five subscribers right there.
I jest, of course. I am joking. Six miles to Glasgow Queen Street.
I think I may have to cut this stream short, folks. My daughter's up again. Oh, this is what happens in Scotland when you get like a heat wave. People do not cope well.
Yeah. 26 degrees? That's far too hot.
The thing is, our baby monitor usually sits around 19 to 21, which is usually perfect for her room. It's sitting up at 25 with the window open.
25 is pretty stuffy to sleep in.
Yeah, and with her obviously crying, it's making it hotter and hotter and hotter. So.
Of course, because we don't get a lot of hot weather in the UK, most buildings aren't, most houses aren't sort of built with air conditioning.
No.
So, I mean, if you've got air conditioning, then chances are you would have had it put in at some point. But they don't build houses with air conditioning in the UK because there's just no need most of the year. Which means that it can get really stifling inside. In you know when the weather does get good.
What to do, John? If you want to put your screen share on, I could transfer that so you're streaming what you're doing.
Oh god, AWS, oh god, as soon as I click off my screen.
I'm going to have to go and maybe try and get her properly settled because it's just what normally works is just not working tonight. So hold on, I will transfer this over so you'll be able to see what John's up to.
Is that coming through? Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. There we go.
Awesome.
Right, John, I'll leave you in the capable hands of John at the moment. I will maybe be back very shortly. I don't know. I'm going to try to get my daughters really settled. So enjoy the stream, folks. I will be back hopefully very, very soon.
No worries. Catch you later. Oh, God. Oh, just saved it. Just saved it. Oh, I thought I was going to get an emergency brake there. Okay, so I've got a double yellow. That tells me the next one's going to be a single yellow. Oh, and I'm speeding already. Oh my God. Right, there we go. Bringing it down. Bringing it down. Bringing it down. Ah, saved. Another single yellow this time. No, yes, single yellow. And a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Speeding. I'll slow it down anyway because I'm expecting this next one to be red. What routes can you recommend for a new starter? Oh God! Oh, emergency brakes! Why? I think that was my that was me. Tell you what, though. Actually, Andrew, welcome. Good to have you with us. Andrew, yeah. I would always recommend something like the East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough, as a starter. Help if I actually put the reverser forward. East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough. You get a lot of sort of uninterrupted running. So you're not constantly being bombarded with signals, station stops, and all that, and you can start to get the feel of it. So yeah, that'd be the one that I'd say if you're starting off, go with either a diesel or electric on the East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough. That's if you want to do a UK route. If you want to do an American route, I'd say the Northeast Corridor, because that again is very straightforward, straight line routes. You're not bothered by adverse signals. German routes, yeah, you can pretty much take your pick with the German, with a lot of the German routes, but I'd go something like Cologne to Koblenz, like that. That's a good one. Oh God, speeding. I'm going downhill, quite massively going downhill at the moment. In fact, Andrew, I'm going to do a very quick run on the East Coast Main Line after this one, so you get a sort of an idea of what it's like. Oh God, when did that go down to 30? Oh, right there. Oh God, red, a red. Do not blow this now. Oh God, do not blow this now. Yellow. Oh, you scumbag. I didn't realize TPWS was active on this route. Okay, so yeah, TPWS, that's the thing to watch for. That's sort of like an electromagnetic grid that sits on the track. And if you've got a red, if you go over it at more than, I think it's 25 miles per hour, it puts emergency brakes on. But in a tunnel, you can't see it. I didn't even know it was there. So, yeah, rip me. So we hit the 15. Okay, so before we get to the end of the platform here, before we get to our buffer stop, there'll be another this thing here is a TPWS grid. And if you're going over, there's two more here. I need to be doing under 10 miles per hour. Otherwise, it'll put the emergency brakes on again. These two here. Stopping too early. Let's not get let's not overexcited here. That'll do. So here we go. This is the thing that was in 170401. That was a successful drive. I didn't get any points for it, but that doesn't matter. And welcome to Glasgow Queen Street. All right. So we'll have a look. We'll have a look at what we've got on the East Coast main line. Oh, yeah. Just waiting for it to actually happen. This is the other thing. Unless you've got a computer that works at light speed, it takes a long time to click from screen to screen on this. So on the figure 365, 801. $801. Give that a shot. Okay, following a period of intensive testing on the East Coast Main Line, the Class 801 has now been introduced into revenue earning service. This morning, you'll be driving one of these new units from Bounds Green to King's Cross before taking a Leeds-bound service as far as Stevenage. All right. I'll get that up and loading. It will load eventually. So yeah, if you have Train Simulator 18, I mean, these are the 3 units that you get on the DLC that they dropped with it. So I think anyone who had like Train Simulator 17 got an automatic upgrade to Train Simulator 18, but it didn't come with all of this. These were separate. You had to buy. You had to sort of buy a further upgrade to get these, but you got 3 routes for the price of 1. And you got a lot of people moaning and groaning about, oh, it should be free. Why do we have to pay for it? I've already bought it. Why do I have to pay for it again? But you're not paying for it again. All you're doing is you're buying 3 more routes for the price of 1. Can't really complain. Hello.
Did I miss anything exciting?
Well, I got to Queen Street.
Ah, unlike me. Andrew Smith. Hi guys, what do you recommend for a new starter? For me, well, for me it was. Now I am a complete new starter with this game, as you could probably tell if you look back at the stream. I think depending on where you live is probably the best place. So like if you can try to get some maybe DLCs and routes for the area that you live in, it just gives it that little bit of kind of realism, because you're like, oh my god, I've maybe travelled on that route or that train, and then you could, that just, For us anyway, that makes it better. For me anyway, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure John
yeah, I can get that. Yeah, which is why I play predominantly UK routes.
Yeah. Because you're well into your like 2,500 hours
Hours on it. Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Yeah, you wouldn't
crazy.
believe it to look at it, but you know, it's like
Whereas
completely
I
dirt to the
think
last run.
I'm getting to my next hour, Ken. Up to my next, like up to my hour. And plus, John knows all the buttons
Okay.
to press to get all the different
If you're going to do cinematic, then at least make it move a little bit smoother than that. I mean, really,
quite smooth.
that is frame rate hell. That is.
Oh, you're on
Class 801 today. Good morning, driver. Following a delay whilst preparing the train, you are now running slightly late. Well, what a surprise. You'll need to proceed to King's Cross as quickly as possible due to your departure time as 0550. Now, it makes it sound like it's really urgent, but it's actually, I've done this scenario before, and it really isn't. It's not that important. You're not that late. Right, so let's light this thing up. Let's put the reverser into forward. Cancel the AWS. And we'll put the headlights on to full. I think. I'm going to look outside at that actually. That might not be. Yeah, that's right, yeah. That is the one.
But as you can tell, John knows his stuff with his trains. How to do them, what's the proper procedures, where I'm like, just go forward, let's go. Oh damn, red light, red light, red light, red light. Every single time.
Desk illumination, I'm going to put that on. Yeah. Well, the art is to make it look as if you know what you're doing. But heck of a long time since I've driven this thing. Right. I think we're good to go. The pantograph's up. So let's see.
If people don't know what the pantograph is, the pantograph's basically the arm that connects to the overhead power lines above us, or above the train, because that'll probably be electric diesel. It'll run on electric for so long, then diesel for so long, won't it? Or is it full electric?
Yeah, these ones are like this is your pantograph right there. Speeding. Yeah, that's minus 155 already. GG.
But yeah, we're hoping to maybe, at the moment, what we're going to be doing is a stream of bus sim, a stream of Euro Truck, and a stream of train sim. At the moment, that's what we're, because I'm off for the next couple of weeks, so I'm hoping to do that for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then it'll maybe.
Bus sim, Euro Truck, and train sim sounds like a good plan. Oh God.
Speeding again. See, this is what it is when you get a really, really fast train.
So this signal's telling me I'm going to be diverging. I'm heading off to the right.
See, I always get confused what signals are mine and what isn't, and oh.
Generally speaking, yours are going to be on the left.
Yeah.
But they might not be.
See, that's that. It's that what really confuses you.
Usually they're on your left. Wow. frames aren't liking all the track work and the catenaries and the overhead lines.
Oh, I can imagine. Oh, I can imagine.
We go via the gasworks tunnel, line B.
See, the other good thing about Train Sim, even though I think they've upped it to, is it still a 32-bit?
Still 32-bit, yeah.
Which means, even see if you've not got the best of computers, you can still run it.
You'll need to turn all your settings down
Massively.
And if you got quite a low-end PC, don't even think about turning dynamic lighting on, because that just absolutely kills your frames.
Yeah, I can imagine.
60! Punch it, Chewie!
Punch it, Chewie?
Yeah, a Star Wars reference.
It was one of those things where I'm like, wait a minute, did he really just say that?
Star Wars reference.
Awesome.
Oh, same direction, AI. Oh, I'm going to be going faster than you, matey.
Matey.
Oh, speeding. You scumbag, you get to go faster than me. How dare you? I'm on the high-speed train. I'll catch you up later, matey. You see if I don't.
It's too funny.
Apologies for the frames, guys. It's a lot of building and AI going on here.
Yep. Add some streaming into that, and hey presto.
Hey,
Stutter.
frame rate death.
Exactly.
There are some pretty frame-heavy areas on this line, it has to be said. Particularly when you're going past Hornsey Depot. Hornsey Depot is just a absolute killer for frames. Where exactly am I at the moment, anyway? Hornsey Depot! Who'd have bloody thought it?
What's that?
I was just going through Hornsey Depot, as I said. Hornsey Depot is an absolute frame killer. Oh, blimey, who'd have thought that? Ding! That's a green. Yeah, with the AWS, if you're approaching a green signal, you'll get a bell or a ding or something like that. Let's let you know you're cool to carry on. If it's anything other than a green, you'll get a beep, a long beep type thing, and that'll, and that's a case of right. I've got prepared to take some action here. Finsbury Park. Home of the Emirates Stadium. Should be around here somewhere. There it is.
Oh, aye. Very nice.
There you go, Emirates Stadium. And I'm going to be speeding in a second. There you go. No, there's my train. Oh, God, what happened?
Brilliant. Absolute.
There's my train right there. I was supposed to be able to get in it, really, hadn't I?
Yeah. Oh, just getting a drink, folks. 2 seconds.
No worries, catch you in a bit. Oh, I've got a 35 coming up. 35 mph limit coming up. It goes up to 45, but then it goes back down to 15, so I'm not going to bother accelerating. To go through the gasworks tunnel. Get that out of my face! I know! I've got to let people on. I've got to slow it down to 15.
It's very, very, very dark.
You're very, very, very back.
What?
What did you say? You're very, very, very back.
Very dark.
Oh, very dark. Oh, I see. Oh, I thought you said you're very, very, very back.
Well, folks, a little update for yous.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, the stream quality will be improving even more as of tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I have hopefully secured a new graphics card.
Oh, yes.
Yes. AMD. So I'm moving from NVIDIA, which is crazy. An AMD Radeon R9 398X.
Doesn't mean much to me, but
8GB card. I'm doubling my GPU power.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting it for an absolute steal of £50.
Ooh.
Yes.
Been trolling eBay again.
No, it was actually on Gumtree.
Oh.
It's coming up as an. The guy says it's a faulty card. However, upon reading and discussing it with him, I don't think it's a faulty card. I think it's an issue with his system other than the card, because he gets a blue screen of death when he boots up his computer. He puts it in the save mode and it works fine. So to me,
that's not the graphics card, though, is it?
That's not a graphics card. To me, that sounds like it's either a driver conflict.
Has it only started happening since he got that card? Is that what you're saying?
He purchased it off eBay, and as soon as he put it into his system, that's what happened. But that could be because it's an older system. It could be the fact that he's maybe got conflicting drivers. It could be a variety of things. But at the end of the day, it might be goosed. I don't know, but I'm going to take the chance. Worst case scenario, it's still, I could maybe, because you're getting your Radeon R9 350Xs for reasonable good price at the moment, so it could be just used as a spare. And a lot of people actually says that the AMD Radeon cards are actually better quality cards, as in like they give you a crisper, nicer picture. Seemingly, I don't know. This is from what I hear. Oh, you've
you get your Radeons and followers, and you get your Nvidia followers, don't you?
Yep, exactly. I've always been Nvidia. And to be honest, I've never really had any issues. Like my secondary graphics card that I'm running at the moment, that's a GT740, which is running my second display, and I've had that for about 3 years, and it's never skipped a beat. It's never crashed. It's never had any issues. And my GTX 960 I bought second hand, which is the gentleman that I got off. I had it for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I've had it for coming up for a year and a half, I reckon. It was about a year and a half ago. About that, innit?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, must be.
So and I've had it on overclocked. I've not had it on overclock. I've done loads to it. I've had it in about 3 different actual cases. I've had it on 3 different motherboards with 3 different CPUs, and it's never once
still going.
It's starting to show its age now. With all the newer games, like I used to get pretty much 60 frames on a lot of things, whereas now, like the overclocks aren't as stable, so it's starting to show its age. But it's a gigabyte GTX 960, and I've never really had any issues with it. But
that's still on with 750 Ti, and
yeah,
it does me pretty well.
And one of the guys,
obviously, when I'm not streaming,
yeah.
I can get buttery frames on many things, but with screen shares and streaming, it does steal quite a lot of its processing power.
Come on, Alice, up, come. Talking to my dog, by the way, folks. She's currently going round in circles and circles and circles, like debating.
Dogs do that.
Jump. There we go. But to be honest, one of the guys that I know, somebody that actually buys some equipment off now and again, he's actually had a Radeon R9 350 or 390 or whatever it is, the 8 gig card. He's had that for years as well, and he's never ever skipped a beat. He runs everything on 60 frames. He's never had an issue whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now the equivalent 8 gigabyte card for Nvidia, you're talking £600, which is GTX 970. 1070. So it's like, well, either you pay £600, which used to be the price of the old 1080 Ti's, or pay £300 and get the same amount of VRAM. Because in this day and age, it goes on how much memory, really, I think, in games.
Yeah.
Because I've had issues with like I think a lot of the time when I went from a 1 gig card up to a 4 gig card, I bumped up 40 frames a second. So if I went from a 4 gig card up to an 8 gig card, I mean, it's just only going to make it better. I don't do 4K gaming or any of that kind of stuff. I do 1080 because I'm not
4K. There's no point in 4K really. The amount of people who've got 4K monitors.
Yeah. And the thing is, like,
they're ridiculously expensive, and what do you actually get for it?
Yeah, like I think certain games would look absolutely very spectacular, like Project Cars 2 in 4K. If you were run 60 frames 4K, that would be amazing. However, to run 4K at 60 frames a second, you're going to have a
beast of a PC.
Yeah, like I would say, I've not got a beast of a PC, but I've got an i7 8700K, which is a very top market CPU, and in regards to like I know it's my graphics card that's holding me back now. However, I reckon like nowadays you need to run 4K in gaming performance nowadays. It's not really CPU related. It all goes on your graphics card.
Yeah.
Unless streaming wise, you'd kind of need a decent CPU. But John's got a 4 GB card, same as me. Obviously, yours is a wee bit slower than my one, but no much. Not to the point that it's going to make drastic changes.
No.
I've got a beefier CPU compared to him. So what ends up happening is like you see the frame lagging because he's CPU usage. But my problem now is my graphics card holds my CPU back, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying because right now I'm using 4.4% CPU, 3.7, and I'm streaming. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
My CPU usually sits around 100% usage.
Constant.
Yeah, pretty much constant. It's maxed out the whole time.
It's sitting at 110 Celsius or something. It was something stupid.
It wasn't that hot. It
was 90 or something, was it not?
Yeah, it was about 95 degrees or so.
You boil kettle on your CPU.
Awesome. I don't even need to put more heating on. You know, it's just open the cover to the computer and let the heat just sort of fill the house.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's anybody in chat that's got a...
never crash. It doesn't crash on me.
No. But if anybody in the...
Games do, but the PC doesn't.
If anybody who's watching right now, if you have a NVIDIA or have had experience of an AMD, like, pop a wee comment in the chat. Let us know what your experience is, because from what I've heard on both sides, I think you're either an AMD person or a NVIDIA. I'm neither, to be honest. I'm just wanting something that's not going to hurt the balance and is a good quality card. That's all I want. I don't care about manufacturers or anything like that. Because I've run AMD CPUs and I didn't really have any issues with them. I've ran Intel because you get the whole AMD Intel fan base. It's just a bit crazy, but yeah.
I mean, the problem that we've got is so many people bought graphics cards as little sort of microprocessors to go hunting these Bitcoin things.
Oh right, yeah, like the Bitcoin mining, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this is it's all supply and demand. We understand that, but it's getting to the point now where it's like, well,
why wave to AI?
I know Nvidia's probably absolutely raking it in, because for a while I think AMD was raking it in, but then Nvidia came along with like a faster card that was a lot better for your kind of profit.
But what it's done is it's just shoved the price of graphics cards through the roof.
And to me, Nvidia is a gaming graphics card.
Yeah.
Like their sole thing is graphics card.
I think Nvidia look at themselves as a gaming graphics card as well.
Yeah, okay, they do graphic design and they do like CAD workshop stuff and all. I get that, I do understand that. But at the end of the day, their main profits come from graphics card for gamers. Now, I think they have, in my opinion, I think they have a responsibility to their consumers to say, you know what, enough is enough, we understand this, it's a bit unfair now. Because your 1080 Ti's have nearly, in some respects, tripled in price, which is nuts.
Yeah.
So nowadays, like a 6 gig card, which is a 1070, you're looking at £600. Now, I'm sorry, but that's 2 gigs more than my card, and I got that for £150.
Yeah, mine was about the same.
You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And for the benefits you'll see, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I know they're new and they're a wee bit faster and all that kind of stuff, but for actually what you're going to be getting, is it really worth that extra like £400, £500? No, it's not.
I don't believe so. No.
You know, and it's a bit unfair because not everybody out there is on 50, 60 to 100 grand a year. You know what I mean? Salary. Because I'm certainly not. And like, I'm lucky enough to have a very good PC, but the only thing that's
Ooh, this is very plush.
Very nice. Is that first class?
Got a little bit of first class going on here.
Where's your shamps?
Oh yeah.
Where's the wee shamps?
Where's the what?
The shamps. Bubbly.
Oh, I don't.
Mind you, it is nearly 5 to 6 in the morning, so that's a
I
bit
haven't.
understand. Oh, look to your right again.
Oh, not supposed to see that, but okay. So, I haven't called the trolley dolly over yet.
But yeah, so it's, and the thing is, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of people out there are in the exact same boat, that they're discussing the graphics cards, because I think Bitcoin's, I know there's a lot of money to be made in it, but for God's sake, like, it's getting to a point now where, like, you were able to, like, earn a decent wee bit off of maybe your own graphics card that was in your PC. Now people have, like, mining farms that have, like, thousands upon thousands of graphics cards.
Yeah.
So what happens when Bitcoin crashes massively and these are worthless?
It's not as much. It's not worth anything. They're not worth anything like they used to be.
No.
No.
Because the thing is, they've been running 24/7.
Because so many people have gone for them. So well, you know, don't need to be that expensive anymore.
And I think what's going to happen, it's going to shoot Nvidia in the foot, because there's going to be an abundance of second-hand cards on the market going for a stupid price because people are just trying to get rid of them. And then Nvidia's going to be like, oh, we have like millions of graphics cards that are brand spanking new, and we want like £400 or £500 for them, and no one will buy them because people are getting them second hand for £200 for two of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they're going to massively shoot themselves in the foot. Like, I think that day will eventually come, and I really do hope it comes, because I think it's totally kind of getting. I don't like swearing while I'm streaming, but I think it has really kind of shat on the gamers. The only person that's kind of been kind of shat on for a really great height is definitely the gamers here.
Yeah.
Because, like, I got my i7 8700K and my motherboard, which is an Asus Republic of Gamers Z370, and a DDR4 RAM. I got all of that for the price of a 1070. So technically I got a PC without a graphics card. Well, technically it is a PC, because you get integrated graphics with Intel CPU. So technically I got a full PC for the price of one graphics card. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But hey ho.
Yeah.
Anyway, done with the old grind my gears section of the stream.
Oh, you always got to have a rant somewhere along the line.
Oh, we've got to do it. We're gamers, what do we expect? You have to moan.
Yeah.
But if people are wondering who's driving here, it's actually John's driving the train, but I'm showing you what he's doing through Discord. Just because my daughter was being she was struggling to go to sleep tonight, so instead of you just looking at a blank screen because I was having to go way back and forth, I've just done it this way, so it's you still see something going on. Plus, John, you can see John's hard work here. He's doing a hell of a better job than I was anyway. 4 scenarios and I went through 4 red lights without even getting very far in them. Within 10 minutes, I think.
That's funny though.
No, it really wasn't though. Because it's like, you know, I was like, oh, for God's sake. Like, see, if I wasn't streaming, folks, that would have been rage quitted by the second time. Honestly, the amount of times I've rage quitted this game because of stupid things like that, because I just forget it's.
No, it's good non-rage quit training.
Yeah. Never works. Never works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll probably be doing we might do a stream tomorrow night if we can. Because I'm off for 2 weeks, and I thought, you know what, we need to build this channel up. Because it's finally started to work. We've got everything kind of working. So tomorrow, hopefully, we can maybe get another stream on the go. What would you like to see tomorrow? What kind of stream would you like to see tomorrow? I got a new game actually today called Black8Shadow, which it's like what would you class it as? A Spanish galleon kind of pirate fighting simulator thing. So there's like 4 of you on a team, and you have to shoot the other boat, and you have to repair your ship before they board, and it looks quite comical. I think it would be a good laugh. So yeah, but if you have any ideas on what we could do, please post a comment. Let us know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we enjoy pretty much playing any game. It's for you. At the end of the day, if you are going to be watching it, you might as well pick it.
Yeah.
We were even looking at Flight Simulator, the old Flight Simulator X or FSX, the Steam edition. We were looking at that because it was pretty cheap. Because you've got the multiplayer on that, and I think that would be quite comical.
Massively steep learning curve with that.
Oh yes. Well, not so much FSX, but X-Plane definitely. Like I was so close to buying X-Plane yesterday because I like the idea of it, but I was like, you know what? I'll probably play it within 10 minutes, and that'll be it because it'd be so complicated. Anyway,
if you're gonna stream, if you're gonna stream a flight sim, you've got to know what you're doing, because people are watching and they'll be like, "You didn't do that right. You didn't do that right at all."
Well, I would make sure I put a wee caption on the title saying "First time."
We don't know what we're doing. Yes.
But yeah, so there's
a lot of tunnels on this route, isn't
I
there?
was just thinking that.
I didn't realise how many tunnels there were on the London-Peterborough line.
But yeah, there's loads and loads and loads of stuff. There's we've got Project Cars 2. We've got
You would think a modern train like this would have cruise control or a speed set of some.
You'd think all the trains would.
Yeah. They do in Europe.
But that's like both of us obviously drive buses, and well, you train people to drive buses. I drive them, but it's like pretty much every single one of our buses has cruise control, and every single one of them has been disabled.
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying. To be honest, you probably wouldn't even use it because you're stopping and starting that much, but that's one thing like in my car, I've always stipulated on every car I've ever bought in that it has to have cruise control, because like the amount of times you could just a wee slight lapse of concentration when you're going along and you're doing like maybe 45 and hey presto, 3 points, whereas I'm driving along and it's a 40, cruise control 40, change up to a 50, cruise control 50, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier. And plus, the computer's ECU, the car's ECU is a lot better at managing your fuel consumption than your foot is.
Yeah, yeah, it really
massively different. Like, which is definitely better because I've got a 2-litre turbo Saab. Oh god, and it is a very, very thirsty beast. Which would be fine if it was extremely fast, but it's not. So it's like it's a bit of cliche actually. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's not as fast as their planes, that's for sure.
Most certainly not. No, I've got to admit some of the Saab cars are pretty nuts. Like, I think they were the first kind of family saloon car that had nearly 300 horsepower in a front wheel drive car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like these are cars from like 2002, which your top kind of hot hatch cars and all that kind of stuff at the time were like your Subaru and Pretzers, which were pushing around 250 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, and then you had your Mitsubishi Evolution Lancers, which at the top one of that was like, I think that was an 08 plate actually, but around that time I think they were round about the same 280 brake, but they were 4-wheel drive. It was so uncommon that you actually heard a car 250 horsepower plus front wheel drive out of factory. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
But hey ho, Sweden came along and thought, yes, here's a family saloon car that is very safe, very elegant, and it will beat the pants off at anything that comes up next to it. The good old 2.3 litre turbo, and the turbos on them were massive as well.
Guys, I introduced you to my beautiful daughter. Can you see here in the chat? I've been trying to change the old Transformers photo.
It's still coming up on the chat.
Still a Transformer photo on there at the moment, Edwin.
The thing with YouTube sometimes, Edwin, is see your profile photo, that sometimes takes a couple of days to change for some reason. We had the exact same problem with ours, our profile photo, because I was when we set up the channel, I remember I made this our logo and all that kind of stuff, did the whole lot, tried to change it, and it just didn't change, and I'm like, why is that not doing that? And I could not figure it out, and after a couple of days it just changed.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something to do with their servers or that, Edwin. I'm not quite sure.
I look forward to that photo, Edwin. That'll be a good one.
Oh, but another issue I had tonight as well. My wireless headset stopped working.
Stopped working?
Yeah. The wireless receiver, it's like a little module that plugs it, there's a USB cable, a micro USB cable goes into it, and then a USB goes into the back of the PC, and every time you turn the PC on, it powered up, all that kind of stuff. For some reason, it's just not turning on at all. There's no power switch or that. It's powered through USB, and I don't know what happened to it. So I think it's fried. No, Edwin, no, you never interrupted nothing. Don't worry about that.
No, you haven't interrupted the discussion at all, Edwin.
That's the purpose of the chat.
we just chat along until someone says something interesting, like yourself. And then,
as you can tell,
the point is, the point of chat is that you come in and say what you really want to say, and
if you've got any questions,
whenever you want to. We just blether on until someone comes up with something. It's
a good
like
Scottish word for you there, Edwin. Haver. That means to just talk and just a bit rubbish. Havering on.
That's what we do when.
Yeah. It usually ends up into I wouldn't quite say a heated discussion, but it always ends up into a moan about
Dave having a rant.
Yeah, it ends up into a rant every single time. It's always me.
It's because I'm too laid back for all that.
Yeah. Oh, but God, see when John gets on one, watch it. That's all I'm saying.
If I were any more laid back, I'd be horizontal.
See, I used to be like that until I started driving buses for a living.
See, that didn't change.
But yeah, it's quite a nice route this though, eh? Even though you are passing by nearly 120 mile an hour.
Yeah, well, yeah. I suppose it's actually. I was gonna. Oh, there we go. Let's get out of the tunnel. Maybe I'll give a little outsidey, view. 'Cause I've not actually been outside for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 'cause I'm too laid back for all that. Yeah. If I were any more laid back, I'd be horizontal.
Mm.
See, if I were any more laid back, I'd be horizontal.
Yeah.
I can't go outside when I'm in a tunnel, but I can go into the passenger view while I'm going through the tunnel.
See, that's one thing that gets me all the time. See, when I go into a passenger view or an outside view, the AWS still works. But it doesn't alert me.
Oh, going around the corner.
Oh, that's...
125.
That's some lean, though. Oh, double yellow. That means the next one will be a yellow.
Wow.
Possibly.
Here's my Class 801.
Very nice and
Speeding.
white.
How fast does this thing want to go?
Faster. And you're going down a hill, though.
It does look nice and white, actually. I'm not sure why it's white. Just sort of Hitachi white, I think.
Oh, is this a Japanese one?
It's built by Hitachi. Yeah.
Where are you... I was going to say flying. Where are you driving to?
Stevenage.
Oh, right. So you've got... Is that a Japanese train or not? Oh, God, I thought the train was on the same track as you there. Jeez, oh. Oh, that was... The thing is, like, if there's anybody...
I don't know why. I don't know why I waved to AI. Well, that's a red coming up. So let's get this thing down. Get the speed off, washing off this thing.
That's not slowing down anytime soon. That's the red you're going through. Most definitely you're going through that red. Feel my pain. It's a red.
Could be that yellow. It's a yellow.
Oh, you lucky. You lucky. Oh,
lock.
That's off of Monty Python. That's off it.
That's off Blackadder.
Oh, that one that you were on about there.
Yeah.
The one I was just saying there, it was off a thing called Monty Python. I think it was actually... Oh, what one was it? I can't remember which one was it, but there was a swear word at the end, obviously. I'm sad because I'm alone right now, and the other saying my wife and my daughter, Sophia, and my dog Wilson. That's a brilliant name of a dog. And then I can't say that. Piera? Well, I'm here in Bogota. I have come for work and thanks to you.
I don't think this is going to stop.
That's not a problem, Edwin. That's not a problem at all, buddy.
Ripperoonie!
See? Even John does that. I do it all the time. And it... See? It happens to John too.
What was that? 0.72 miles from the terminus.
That is a different Yeah, Edwin, that's not a problem, buddy. Yeah. Hey, we've all had to work away. Everybody's had to do it at some point. It's no nice. I used to do 70 hours when my daughter was just born. Although I was close to home, but I was never at home. Like, by the time I got home, she was in bed, I went to bed, I got up before her, I was out the door, so I never ever seen her for pretty much our whole first year of life, basically. I missed so much of her life, eh?
Yeah.
Look, I'm making up for it now, but it's not a nice thing. But hey, you've got to do what you've got to do.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yep. I was going to click on that, but that's your screen.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to call it here.
Yeah, I think that's us here.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, thanks. It's been quite a popular stream, this one, actually. We've got 5 viewers. We've been up to 6 and even 7 at some point. But yeah, we will be streaming tomorrow. We'll be streaming a a little bit earlier tomorrow. We'll probably be coming on maybe around about 7 o'clock British Standard Time, which will probably be. I'll set a reminder for that. That's I'm not gonna try to work that one out because there's so many people. It's probably going to be like what. But tomorrow, I think we'll maybe stream. What would you like us to stream tomorrow? The options are Bus Simulator 18, which is very comical. We've got maybe some Train Simulator, even though I am absolutely diabolical at it. We've got.
That's what's funny about it.
Yes. We have that new game Black Wake. We have Euro Truck. We've got Project Cars. I've got R Factor 2. There's you name it. We've probably more than likely got it. But if you leave comments, the stream will be going for another couple of minutes after we leave. So please leave your comments on what you want us to do or what you want us to play.
You'd like to see? What would you like us to do? Yeah.
Oh, we shall catch you later.
Bye.